Yeah.
But Theodore, man, you will always have the advantage no matter where you go. So you'll be all
I mean, I was sent. Yeah, I'm
right.
not underestimating the race thing, but for
Yeah.
example, I've gone to, I speak Spanish pretty well, but I've also gone to Argentina and Spain, and when it's predominantly white, yeah, you might have a little advantage, but it's not anywhere near as good as I've experienced in like Peru or Colombia or Ecuador.
Yeah,
So
especially in Colombia and Brazil, man, you're gonna be in there, bro. You in there. You got that. You
yeah,
got
no, I
that.
have Peru, but
You got
yeah.
that miracle look, man.
Hi guys, so I have been saying that Floyd is a white worshiper. I mean, this is the guy when he was shown a picture of a beautiful black woman, he said that he would have found that woman attractive if she was white. Basically saying that he only finds beauty in whiteness. And it is also the same guy who went on Razor's live and said that he went out with a black woman not because he found her attractive, not because he wanted to spend time with her, but to use her to prove that he doesn't hate black women. And that is something a white worshiper would say, something a white worshiper would do. And then he made up a whole crime. He lied about being a victim of an attempted crime. And when he made up a crime, when he lied about a crime, he made the criminal a black person, a black woman, which tells you once again that this guy is a white worshiper. And if that's not enough evidence, he was on Aston's live a week or so ago. And this white guy was asking Aston advice on how to date in Latin America. I'm like, why do people keep asking Aston advice? Anyways, but Floyd said that if that white man, I forgot his name, was to put on suit, he would look professional. Whereas if Aston was to put suit, he wouldn't look professional. And if you thought he was just talking about Aston and that white man, no. He said that white men look professional in suits, but black men do not. In fact, he didn't just say white men. He said white men and Asian men look professional in suits, but black men do not.
If I put a suit on you, Theodore, you would look so professional. If I put a suit on Austin, he wouldn't look professional.
Bullshit.
What I'm trying to say is a white man in a suit looks way more professional than a black man in a suit.
What if you put an Asian man in a suit?
He looks professional. I'll leave it be.
What does a black man look like when he puts on a suit then?
A black man looks like he wants to be professional. Theodore, how you doing, buddy?
Doing well.
And that tells you how much of a white worshiper this guy is.
We are talking about clothes here, right? We are not talking about accent. We are not talking about Black American men trying to speak in British accent. I mean, if Floyd had said, when Black American men try to speak in British accent, they sound ridiculous, but white American men do not. I mean, it is still ridiculous, but it will not be as ridiculous as claiming that white men and Asian men look professional in suits, but black men do not. Because whether you look professional or not in suits doesn't depend on your skin color. It doesn't depend on your race. It depends on whether you are well groomed and on whether you have good physique. In fact, the irony is that the white man that Floyd said looks better in suits than Aston is a chubby white man. And I'm almost sure that 90% of the people would say that if we were to compare Aston in suits to the white man in suits, most people would say Aston looks more professional than the white man does. But for Floyd, that's not the case, because Floyd associates with professional and professionalism with white and Asian men, just like he associates beauty with non-black women, because, like I said, he's a white worshiper. So he associates, he thinks white men and Asian men look professional in suits, because he associates professionalism and being professional with white men and Asian men. And I think if Aston had let Floyd explain himself, I think Floyd would have said that. But Aston wouldn't let him. Aston got visibly offended when Floyd claimed, black men cannot be professional. And Floyd saw that Aston was offended, so he's like, oh, okay, I shouldn't say that. But for me, it is funny because when Peso went on Aston's live and insulted Aston's mom, Aston was not offended. He was actually giggling at times. So it tells you that these men do not value women, even their own moms, right?
It's not just Austin who was upset, who was offended. I was not, watching the live, but people who were watching the live told me that the comment section, the live chat section, was up in arms when Floyd said, made that comment. And even a few days later, people were still seizing, because when Floyd went on Razor Razor's live to accuse a black Latina of trying to drag him. I mean, he was lying about her, like I said. So when he went on Razor Razor's live to lie about a black Latina woman, a lot of people brought up that comment he made on Austin's live, and of course, Floyd refused to answer.
Now, I don't think you ever said this, but we need explanation when you said blacks are inferior and whites look more professional in suits. Well,
I'm not answering that. I'm not answering that. I've already explained myself. See, he's taking it out of context. It's one of those out of context things.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Got you.
So I'm not answering no more. I've already explained it.
All right. We don't have all night home.
Well, I have already, answered it, and he left. He didn't leave, but he refused to answer. And so, yeah, the passport bros are thoroughly offended, and they are calling what Floyd said, calling it racist, which it is. It is racist. But here is the thing. These are the same men that are posting images like this one, not just posting them, they are actually the ones creating these images. And these images are not just demeaning and degrading to black women, they are racist. I mean, a French newspaper was accused of being racist for drawing Serena Williams exactly like the black women in these memes. And so, if it is okay to create and spread this kind of racist, demeaning images about black women, then it should be perfectly fine to say that black men do not look professional. They do not look professional whether they are wearing suits or wearing, something else. And so, yeah, it's, if it is good to demean black women, it should be okay to demean black men. And one more thing, though, I have been observing Floyd, and Floyd, like when you hear him talk, there is a very, his thought process is very limited, right? Usually he is either using cliches or repeating what he heard other people say. Usually what he heard Austin say. And so I have been wondering where he heard this talk, this claim that black men do not look professional in suits. And I'm starting to wonder if he got that from his auditioning group, because the auditioning group that he belongs to, I don't know if he still belongs to, but he at least at one point belonged to, is a right-wing group. So I wouldn't be surprised if he got this idea from the the right-wing white men he used to associate himself with, because I don't think Floyd would come up with this kind of idea by himself. Anyways, let me know what you think. Thank you. Bye bye.